Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to be looking at how I made the sending myself back in time video. So this is what shot 1 looks like. This is the first shot with the portal. For the compositing, it was pretty straightforward. I had to do a bit of cleanup first of all. It started off with my friend Dom, who helped me film it. Thank you very much, Dom. He was standing here waiting to catch the tennis ball when I threw it to him. So the first thing I did was paint out Dom. Then I did a quick luma key of all the bright stuff in the shot, which I used to grade everything in the shot to go a bit blue once the portal opens. I also have like an overall grade that I did that makes the scene very blue. I did a few reflection passes so that you would see the fire and the sparks reflecting in the concrete. I just put a shiny black material on the geometry that I modeled for the scene in Blender onto this stuff, and then made the sparks and the fire invisible in the render and just plussed it over the top. So that's what it looks like without and with, so you just get a bit of interaction. Next is the actual portal, so it looks like this. So I did a bit of grading just to make it a bit brighter and match into the scene better. Then I've got a couple of instances of glow, and then the pièce de résistance of this portal is the God rays coming out of it. The other cool thing that I did is I added a bit of rippling, kind of like heat distortion behind the portal when it appears. You get a nice kind of heat distortion-y, shimmery ripple effect, which just makes it feel a bit more powerful, I think. This is the particle simulation I did in Blender. This is what that render pass looks like. So you can see they're kind of like bouncing off the floor, going all in separate directions, which looks really cool. I didn't do sparks on all of them. I wanted to, and then I kind of ran out of time. I got tonsillitis in the middle of making this video, which really screwed up my schedule. So I kind of cut corners where I could. As you'll see later in the video, I did the portal a little bit differently in all 3 shots. So the next thing to do, unfortunately, was a bit of full body roto, which was really fun. So as you can see here, the sparks should be behind me, but because it's just one layer slapped over the top, they're currently going over the top of my body. With a bit of movie magic, I rotoed myself. So this was really tedious. I absolutely hate roto. I work for a film and TV company, and so this is probably some of the best roto that's ever going to be on YouTube. So this is shot 2. The thing that I did differently in this shot was I did an edge detect on me as I go through the portal. So as I'm kind of going through the middle, I transition from my normal body to the edge detected version, which you can kind of see. This is like my arm and stuff going through my hair. So the portal itself is a torus that I just stretched a little bit in the Z-axis, so it's more of like an oval shape. As you can see, it has this ripple effect on it. I did that just to add some visual interest, and it also keeps the fire doing some random movement. That is a displace modifier, which is controlled by this small rig that I have hidden under the floor. This lovely piece of geometry is me going through the portal, and this is set to be a collision object for the fire. So as it goes through, it kind of pulls some fire with it, which helps it look like I'm going through the portal. So the fire is being emitted by this torus that's kind of rippling and going all over the place. And then in the center of it, I also have a vortex field, which is kind of swirling. So everything's kind of spinning. It's a bit like a toilet bowl sort of simulation. It's all just sort of spinning around the center like a vortex. Okay, this one was a bit more intense because the camera was moving. So there's 2 portals in the shot. The way we shot this, we just sort of timed it so as he started spinning, I would jump and I'd be in midair as he turns around, which worked perfectly. We had to do it a couple of times, but this take just turned out absolutely brilliant. The thing that made this shot a bit more complicated is that the camera is moving, so I couldn't just do a still frame. I ended up doing this in a bit of a clever way. So what I rendered for the portal was just the portal from this perspective. But then what I did is put it on a card in 3D space, and then the camera kind of turns around and reveals it. This was just a bit easier than doing it entirely in CG, so this is a bit of a hybrid. So I come up towards the camera, I'm doing my little outro bit, and a second portal opens behind me. I had to do another large amount of roto for this shot, which really sucked. So even my hair and stuff. So this is what the roto for that looks like. And then it's got a little bit of light wrap on it as well, just to feel like there's an intense light behind me. And then that goes on top of the portal there. And then the final hilarious part of this shot is the tennis ball which comes out. This is a CG tennis ball. I was quite proud of this effect. It worked really well. So I forgot how funny this looked. So I did a really simple model of myself. Literally, tennis ball comes through, smacks me in the back of the head. So this is what that looks like. And then yeah, hits me in the back of the head, and that is how that shot works. So as you can see, all of the shots were a little bit different. Some of them had sparks, some of them were using 3D cameras, some of them were kind of 2D hacks. I just kind of did what was necessary for the scene, and I took a different approach to each one. I was really proud of how this video turned out. I hope you guys liked it. It was a lot of fun to make, and there's going to be another one coming this time next week. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the main video, and I hope this visual effects breakdown has been informative. Subscribe if you're new and you want to keep seeing this kind of content. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.